What if your student's college campus sat less than 2 miles from the most famous horse race on earth, and that was still just one reason to go there? I visited the University of Louisville in Louisville, Kentucky, and I want to be honest with you, this city surprised me. We are talking about the birthplace of Muhammad Ali, two official sites on the U.S. Civil Rights Trail, Churchill Downs in your backyard, huge back-to-back music festivals every fall, and free Shakespeare in the park. And right in the middle of all of it, a public research university that families across the region are sleeping on. Stay with me. Here is the quick snapshot. UofL was founded in 1798, making it one of the oldest public universities in the country. Today, it enrolls about 17,000 undergraduates across a 345-acre urban campus, in 12 schools and colleges, with more than 70 undergraduate majors. The student-to-faculty ratio is 14-1, solid for a mid-sized public university, and UofL holds a Carnegie R1 designation, the highest research classification, backed by $188 million in competitive research funding in 2024. This is not a regional commuter school. It is a serious research university sitting inside a major American city. Now let me tell you about the city, because this is not background information. It is part of the education. Louisville has two official sites on the U.S. Civil Rights Trail. The Muhammad Ali Center is right downtown, the only institution in the world dedicated to Ali's legacy, and it sits alongside the downtown Civil Rights Trail, where 11 historic markers trace the site in demonstrations that produced the first public accommodations law in the entire South. Churchill Downs, home of the Kentucky Derby, is exactly 1.25 miles from campus. Every fall, the city hosts Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life festivals back-to-back that drew over 270,000 people in a single year. The Kentucky Shakespeare Festival runs free outdoor performances every summer in Central Park. It's easy to see why Louisville has been named a Best Festival City by the International Festivals and Events Association. Students who go to UofL do not stay on campus every weekend. The city pulls them out, and that is part of becoming who they are. On campus, UofL has over 450 student organizations, and I do mean over 450. The tour guide mentioned a squirrel watching club with its own Instagram and a pickle club that meets once a month. I am not making that up. Whatever your student is into, there is a home for it here. Greek Life has 31 organizations. Big enough to matter, small enough that students who do not join never feel locked out of the social scene. The Student Activity Center has a Starbucks, an Apple Store, and a free on-campus movie theater. And there is a Cardinal Cupboard, a no-questions-asked food pantry right on campus. I always notice that when I visit a school. It tells you something about how the institution thinks about its students. Parents, this section is for you. Every major pathway on campus is lit by the L Trail, solar-powered lights that stay on even when the power goes out, so your student is never walking in the dark. The campus has its own police force separate from Louisville Metro PD. And here's the detail I appreciated most, the Cardinal Cruiser. It is a free police escort service, anywhere on campus and within a 3-mile radius off campus. Your student calls, they come. No questions, no Uber charge. The tour guide told us drivers will sometimes take students through a drive-thru on the way home. There is also a CardArmor app that tracks your student's route and a RAVE alert system you can subscribe to as a parent, so you are notified of any campus emergency in real time. UofL takes safety seriously. You can feel it when you walk the campus. Academically, UofL gives students real flexibility. About 60% of students blend online and in-person coursework, so your student can build a schedule that fits how they actually learn. The University Honors Program is worth attention for high-achieving students. Members get priority class registration, which matters when you are a junior trying to get into a course that fills in 10 minutes. Honors seminars are small, one-semester classes on topics you don't find in a standard course catalog. The Exploratory Advising Center guides undecided students to build a course and career roadmap before they commit to a direction. It's what makes advising at UofL one of the best in the country. And if your student is looking at the College of Business, no Friday classes. They have a 4-day week because the university specifically wants business students out in the city and in internships on that 5th day. This next one I had never seen anywhere else. The University of Louisville offers the only AACSB accredited equine business degree in the world. Not one of the best programs. The the only one attached to an accredited college of business on the planet. The campus sits 1.25 miles from Churchill Downs. Students intern with Churchill Downs, Keeneland, and industry leaders across the horse world. Alumni are working as racing executives, trainers, and operations directors. You can pursue it as a full major, a minor, or a certificate. If your student loves horses and has any interest in business, this is a conversation worth having. There is nowhere else on earth to have it. Because UofL is an R1 research institution, undergraduates can participate in real research, not observe, participate. The Research Center on campus guides students through finding sources and bypassing journal paywalls that would otherwise cost money. The REACH peer tutoring program is free, student-led, and available across most 100 to 300 level courses. The culture around using tutoring here is positive. Nobody treats it as a last resort. The Career Center offers headshots, resume reviews, and internship connections and stays open to alumni for life. 5 years out, 10 years out, you can still come back and use it. Housing at UofL comes in 3 styles: traditional halls, suite style, and apartments, so your student can choose the setup that fits where they are. Every student living on campus gets 2 free washes and 2 free dry cycles every week. They never expire. There is a Speed Queen app so your student can check washer availability on their floor before walking downstairs with a laundry bag. The dining program covers 20 options across campus, plus an on-campus dietitian for students with specific needs. And throughout campus, there are POD markets, each one known for something different. One has sushi, one has milkshakes, small things. They add up to a campus that feels thought through. So who is this school for? Students who want the energy of a real city paired with a tight-knit campus community, not a bubble. Students who are undecided and need strong advising before they commit to a direction. UofL's Exploratory Advising is one of the best in the region. And students with a passion for the horse industry, because there is genuinely no other place on earth to study it from inside an accredited business school. But stay with me, because there are 2 more reasons this school makes the list. Here is reason 4. UofL competes at the highest level of college athletics, full Division I across every sport, and that energy is real. You feel it from day one on campus. Cardinals fans are passionate. Championship level competition, the full D1 experience. But unlike a lot of flagship athletic programs, the cost of attendance at UofL remains accessible and competitive. Your student gets the roar of the crowd, the pride of the program, and the campus culture that comes with it, without the inflated price tag that often follows. That is a combination that is harder to find than most families realize. And here is reason 5, the financial picture. Automatic merit scholarships range from $2,500 to $20,000 per year. No separate application required. You are considered automatically at admission. UofL is test optional, but submitting strong ACT or SAT scores can move your student into a higher award tier. They superscore both, meaning one strong retest could change the number. There are also competitive scholarships, the MLK Scholars Program, the McConnell Scholars Program, and the Grawemeyer Scholarship. Those require a separate application and a deadline I'll discuss in a moment. And rolling admissions means the sooner your student applies, the sooner that scholarship offer arrives. And then there is the boarder benefit, one of the most powerful and most underutilized financial tools UofL offers. If your student is from Illinois, Ohio, Missouri, Virginia, West Virginia, or the Nashville metro area, they may qualify for in-state or reduced tuition rates. That is roughly $16,000 per year in savings, before any merit money, and the 2 can stack. Many families are surprised to discover how affordable UofL becomes once the boarder benefit is applied. Don't assume your student doesn't qualify. Check first. Visit their website to see your eligibility and calculate your estimated cost of attendance. And that deadline I mentioned, December 1st. That is the competitive scholarship deadline at UofL, and it is not negotiable. Missing it does not close the door entirely, but it narrows it significantly. Competitive merit scholarships are awarded on a rolling basis. Early applicants get priority consideration for the largest awards. Financial aid packages are stronger when submitted before the deadline. Put it on the calendar now. If you want to know whether UofL belongs on your student's list, that is exactly the conversation we have. Scan the code on screen or visit sayyes2college.com to book your discovery session.
Tamara,
Baptiste, founder and principal counselor of the College Application Specialist, and I will see you on our next stop of the Say Yes to College Tour.